Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, these guys are ready to go.
Ed, people at home can't see me right now, but I'm stretching my arms, I'm stretching my legs. This is going to be one fast-paced game. Let's get to it.
This booth is all stretched out. The players gearing up. Let's get ready for the opening tip. To James. Patrick Beverly. Tips it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Fires the three. Can't connect.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beyond the arc for three. Long Island zone. Danny Green. With the three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Leonard. Count the basket inside.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Great dish to set it up. Rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Up 5 seconds. George, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Danny Green. Trying to cash in, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want. lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Clippers have got it. Williams to Paul George. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Knocked loose. Strong finisher, Paul George.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Beverly. Williams, deep left corner. Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Not done yet. Straight on look to Davis. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. James to Davis. Kawhi Leonard swats it. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Clippers have it. Big finish at the rim.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Kyle Kuzma pins it. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Danny Green. Fires the 3, and he knocks it down, Jay.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. LBJ. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
And finishes strong.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now. James to Davis. James knocks it down.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Leonard. And draws the foul.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leonard. Missed it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Time for some new personnel into the game. Beverly. George. Jumper's good.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
James to Caldwell Pope. Kyle Kuzma. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
LeBron with it up top. Down just a couple. DeMarcus Cousins. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. From long range. No good. That's great defense. Beverly into the front court. Leads just a point. Leonard to George. Driving right to the basket. Davis to James. Oh, emphatic slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Leonard. Oh, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bradley. drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Bradley. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Here's Leonard for 2. The jumper's off the mark. George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Slam dunk. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
The assist from number 23, James.
This for the tie. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Kyle Kuzma, knocks it down from 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Curling inside. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
George. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Bradley. DeMarcus Cousins. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. To Paul George. Easy path to the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Leonard. To George. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Kuzma to Davis. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Clippers have it. Leonard to Paul George. Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Number 14, Danny Green.
George to Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
4-3. Ooh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Davis. Clippers have got it. To George. For three. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air to Paul George. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Team foul number 1. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
Paul George.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at three here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Hits a second. One more coming. Hits all three free throws.
Good shot, buddy. Good shot, buddy.
To Danny Green. Cousins. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Cousins. Swings it to Danny Green. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Cleans it up. Offensive board to Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
George. Well defended. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
George, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Leonard. LeBron James sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And stuffs it home.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy. and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he hits the second. Almost settles for a 2-of-3 trip. James against George. Gets it in the left corner. And a throwdown.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Danny Green, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beyond the arc for 3, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
And he finishes at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
From the painted area, won't go down. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nothing going here on that drive. George. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
In the basket, good at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Leonard to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse, to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Clippers have the basketball. Probing the defense. Leonard to Paul George around the perimeter. James into the front court. His guys trail now by 4 to Davis. And Cousins throwing it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Time to shuffle things up. Paul George to Leonard. Has a look. Leonard's shot won't go down. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout, and that'll be their second and final one.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Second violation. Beverly into the front court. Leads a bucket to George. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Anthony Davis. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
LeBron James sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Cousins. Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.